Hello and welcome to this video about algorithmic stablecoin. In this video we'll be looking at the bDollar project and the original stablecoin Tether. So for starters, we need to know what is a stablecoin at all before we can look into algorithmic stablecoins. And then what is the bDollar universe? Because to keep an algorithmic stablecoin we need three different assets. We need the stablecoin itself, but also shares and bonds. Then the price behavior. How does it work when the price is above $1, and how does it work when the price dips below? And finally we'll be looking at the actual price behavior to see if it's been actually working or not. So, to begin with, why would you actually need stablecoins and what are they? Well, in the crypto market, it's not so easy sometimes to sell your crypto for dollars. If you think in the short term the crypto market is gonna go down, you want some dollars, but you can't go exactly back to your bank. It would take several days. So what do? You buy a stablecoin and they keep your crypto assets in their vault and in return give you $1. Okay, you might think this is pretty handy, and if you look at the chart you can see the Tether project has been doing pretty well until recently, to keeping the price around $1 exactly. However, 2 years ago it was retrieved that they have been stealing from you and the vault is actually not completely filled. Only 74 cents per dollar is left. And well, now there's lawsuits with the SEC because they argue if you compare them with banks, they actually still have more collateral. However, they don't play by the rules of banks. So, who's gonna win? It's uncertain, but what we do know is that many new projects have started trying to solve this problem of trust. Why would you have to trust anyone? And there is a solution. It's in the smart contracts of the blockchain. So the blockchain is immutable and you can write smart contracts where you say that nobody can reach us in the vault except for the ones who have previously put down money there. So that would be a way to program your way into a stablecoin. And that is what the bDollar project has done. So there is the bDollar stablecoin and then there is the bDollar share. And finally there is the bDollar bond. This project has been pretty successful so far in its short lifetime. It's already got $326 million locked. If you think this project is gonna grow more, you should be shareholder, because for every new dollar given out, shareholders get 80 cents. If the price of the bDollar drops below $1, people can convert their dollar to a bond, and those bonds can fetch a bonus once the price reaches above $1.15. Once a bDollar is converted to a bond, it cannot be converted back to a dollar below the price of $1. So this is a one-way street. And this is the price action you might expect, is that once the price reaches below $1, bDollars will be quickly converted to bonds to get this bonus later on, and so the price is kept stable. It's a pretty nice mechanism, but it does require you to have some trust in the project that the price will be above $1 or and preferably above $1.15 again, and also that there is collateral in the vaults to pay for this bonus. So once the price is above $1 again, you can get this bonus. So above $1.15 you get 1.15x bonus, meaning you get $1.32 back. Imagine you invested only 80 cents per dollar and you get $1.32 back. Imagine you invested only 80 cents per dollar and you get $1.69 back. That would be over 100% profit. So, where does this bonus come from? Well, for every new dollar generated when the project is above $1 in price, new dollars can be generated and sold on the market to drop the price back to $1. And 3% of all these dollars are put in the vault. So 3 cents on the dollar is put in the vault to pay out for these bonuses. And you might think, well, the bonus is about 15 to 30% per dollar, whereas what is put in the vault is only 3%. How does this add up? And you're right, it doesn't. But there are a couple of ways why this might work anyway, and that is that the price of the collateral is increasing, so the total value in the vaults will be increasing. Then there is the idea that as long as the project keeps growing, the price will be above $1 and there won't be any bonds generated because people cannot convert their BDO to bonds when the price is below $1. So no bonus needs to be paid out. And that's why it might work, which is kind of, it works because it's not used argument, which is not really a good one. So to take a further look at the tokenomics, so they have a white paper and some user just generated this tokenomics chart because they don't have it themselves, which explains really nicely how the flow of money is. And I put a cross at some small outflow of funds to another project of the B family, which is the bEarn project, which is a yield farming project, and I invite you to have a look at that. It looks pretty interesting, and also because it only has inflows from this bDollar project. But to continue, when the project is in expansion, meaning the price of the bDollar is above $1, then about 4% at the current market cap from the total value of the dollars locked can be extra generated per day, and 17% from every dollar goes to the team. My problem with that is if the price goes up and down a lot, around $1 every day, one day up, the next day down, next day up, and so on, then each time when the price is above $1, 17% goes to the team. Whereas when the price is below $1, nothing from the team comes back to the vaults, meaning that once the bonuses are paid out, not enough money is put in the vaults. For the shareholders, 80 cents per dollar goes to the shareholders. That is really nice, and that is why we see that those shareholders have been earning several percents per day on interest so far as the project has been growing. Then the vaults, 3% for every dollar goes into the vault, and they have been holding Binance US Dollar and BNB as collateral. So these vaults should eventually be paid to the bondholders as bonus once the price reaches above $1.15 or $1.30. So has this project actually been working? Well, it has. On the short term, we can definitely say this works, because whenever the price reaches, this is $1, this is $1.15, this is $1.30, whenever the price reaches, gets below $1, the bDollars will be converted to bonds and the price rises again. This is the point where you can take your first bonus, and it should be a resistance level. And then once the price reaches above $1.30, that is where you can get your maximum bonus. So whenever it reaches above $1.30, people should immediately start selling, which is what you see here and here a little bit. So it works, give or take. If you look at a longer time period, because here you see that first dip you saw on the previous chart, that's this one, and then this is extra days, where you can see that it has dipped several times below $1, and the system works. People start to convert their bDollars for bonds. However, does the project really work on the long term? It hasn't been properly battle tested so far. And that would be an interesting experiment I do not want to be invested in. But I do thank you for your attention and watching this video. If you liked it, well, like my video, and I thank you.